had to be, yeah. And we got this thing like, you've got to cut it back. Like it was like one after another. But I mean, it was so
It's a great verb sometimes.
I see it almost comes out.
It's a great verb.
I love that word.
I'm into it. I mean, my mom hates it.
By the way, so does mine.
God.
Still to this day, my parent, if I'll say a word, it's like.
The broken elevator in The Big Bang Theory was a deliberate decision by the writers to enhance character development and create personal moments between the characters. Co-creator Bill Prady explained that the elevator's constant dysfunction allowed the characters to have casual conversations while walking up and down the stairs, which helped to deepen their relationships. The elevator's failure was attributed to an experiment gone wrong in Season 3. Although the elevator remained broken for most of the show's run, it was finally fixed in the final season, offering a nostalgic moment for fans. While the stairs became iconic, the cast, especially Kunal Nair, found filming the scenes physically taxing. Reason elevator remained broken for all 12 seasons of The Big Bang Theory. There's a very interesting reason behind The Big Bang Theory's broken elevator, and why the writers didn't bother to fix it until the end. The American sitcom ran for a total of 12 seasons from 2007 to 2019 on CBS, giving actors such as Kaylee Cuoco and Jim Parsons their breakout roles on TV. But along with its nerdy subject matter, The Big Bang Theory is known as one of the most beloved comedies of the 2000s, with tiny details that make it so easy and fun to watch. One of these small details was to do with the broken elevator or lift for us Brits in Sheldon, Parsons, Leonard, Johnny Galecki, and Penny's, Cuoco, apartment building. It's an ongoing gag that the elevator doesn't work, and as Penny and the two boys live on the 4th floor, we often follow the gang up and down the stairs while they have conversations about a number of topics. The gag produced a number of memorable scenes, whether it be characters being forced to reconcile, a nervous Leonard running into Penny in the early seasons, or Sheldon bugging the characters with his eidetic memory. Well, it turns out that the broken elevator was added on purpose to highlight more personal moments with the characters, as co-creator Bill Prady revealed all at WonderCon. One of the things you need is a place for characters to walk and talk, he said, via Fandom Wire. When Chuck Lorre and I had worked on Dharma and Greg, we had this outside street set where characters could have a conversation. And we had it because it was an in-use stage at 20th Century Fox where we shot Dharma. Prady continued, we tried to do that at Big Bang and it was just too much real estate, and we started talking about, what if they always had to walk up the stairs? Yellow caution tape could be spotted across the elevator from the pilot episode of the sitcom, confirming this train of thought. In Season 3 Episode 22, titled The Staircase Implementation, it turns out that in an experiment gone wrong, resulting in an explosion after Sheldon places the apparatus in the elevator where it explodes, is the reason behind the broken elevator. The conversations between characters in the scenes going up the stairs were often more casual too, and helped viewers connect more with them on a personal level, while building relationships between characters. Who knows if Penny would have ended up with Leonard if not for those stairs. In the penultimate episode of the show's final season, the lift was fixed, with Penny popping up to the 4th floor in front of Sheldon and Leonard, to their shock. Showrunner Steve Holland revealed to Entertainment Weekly that the revelation brought on a 42-second applause from the audience before Cuoco's line. However, the stairs were not as loved by the actors on the show, as Kunal Nair revealed to the Channel 4 Sunday brunch show, via The Independent, that it was tiring to shoot those scenes. Nair explained, the way it works is, you go down the stairs, and then they yell, hold. They change the scenery from, like if the apartment says 1A, it suddenly says 2A or 3. They change the set so it looks exactly like another floor. You run back up the stairs, that go nowhere, and then you walk back down as if it's a new floor, he revealed. Another day, another celebrity from a once iconic sitcom gets asked whether they would be up for doing some kind of reboot. It's like there's no original ideas anymore and celebs are not allowed to move on from the one thing that made their careers. And one TV icon who has had his say on whether he'd be up for returning to the show that made him famous is Jim Parsons, lead of everyone's favorite science sitcom, The Big Bang Theory. TBBT aired from 2007 to 2019 and brought us the ragtag band of iconic science besties, Sheldon Cooper, Jim Parsons, Leonard Hofstadter, Johnny Galecki, Howard Wolowitz, Simon Helberg, and Raj Kuthrapalli, Kunal Nair. Not to mention their love interests/gal pals, who made them realize there was more to life than science and comic books: Penny, Kaylee Cuoco, Amy Farrah Fowler, Mayim Bialik, and Bernadette Rostenkowski, Melissa Rauch. The show was a big hit with fans and ran for 12 seasons. It also got a spin-off in the form of Young Sheldon, which ran from 2017 to 2024, with the finale airing earlier this year. If that wasn't enough, Young Sheldon is now getting its own spin-off called Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage, which is due to air October 17th. Amid the anticipated release, Parsons made an appearance on Who's Talking to Chris Wallace? And was asked by the famed host whether he'd ever consider returning to the show. In case you need a refresher, TBBT ended in a good spot for most of the cast except poor Raj, who seemed to be the only one who didn't get a happy ending. Sheldon got his Nobel Prize, Penny announced she was having a baby, and despite everything seeming to change, the gang stick together as they embark on an unknown future, side by side. Even though there were some bumps along the way, it was a wholesome end to the show which I don't think needs reviving, and clearly Parsons agrees. Parsons explained, "As we sit here now, no. But also I never say never to anything, because life just changes so much. One of the things is that it was so special as what it was and as what it is, and they call it lightning in a bottle for a reason. You can be certain, a revival wouldn't be that, and so why would we be doing it? I don't know, that's how I feel on that right now," he added. But like I say, God willing, life is very long. If you're missing seeing Parsons and the gang on screen, it's not all bad news, as if you haven't watched Young Sheldon already, Parsons narrates all 7 seasons and even makes an appearance in the finale. Sorry, spoiler alert. It might not be the same, but Sheldon Cooper lives on, and you can binge-watch all seasons of TBBT on Netflix to your heart's content. Kaylee Cuoco has opened up about filming sex scenes with The Big Bang Theory co-star Johnny Galecki after their breakup. Fans of the sci-fi sitcom will be aware that Cuoco and Galecki's on-screen counterparts Leonard and Penny would end up getting together before tying the knot in later seasons. But did you know the actors were once an item in real life? Romance would blossom between Cuoco and Galecki after they met on set during the early days of the season, with the actors embarking on a relationship in 2008. But while Penny and Leonard went on to announce they were expecting a baby in the series finale, the romance between the two actors would ultimately fizzle out 2 years later. Thankfully, the pair remained on friendly terms after their breakup. However, it did lead to some awkward moments on set as things between their characters heated up. During an interview with Dax Shepard on the Armchair Expert